Shit's getting so dark. Come on, form up on me like Voltron. There you go.
What's going on?
Oh yeah.
I wonder if we'll have a full house again. We need Andy and Billy Bear.
We need Billy Bear.
Yeah, we'll see.
I rewatched that.
We'll see. Sometimes Billy's. What was
I
that?
rewatched that part of last week 3 times since it was uploaded last night, and I still die every time. It's so. That's better than the first time we all died, I think. It's.
Just watching Damien die was just so good. Me and Andy could barely hold it together.
I'm waiting. Dave, you got to isolate that part. I'll send you the timestamp to start it from.
You know I love doing it.
And, really underrated joke when Billy said that your game was going to be The Rock, Money in the Bank, scissoring. Like, the Money in the Bank part kind of ruined it. He should have just said paper, but come on, that was good.
That was good.
What's getting dark? I missed what was getting dark.
Oh, what was getting dark?
So we started talking about my future love affair with Julia Ho.
Oh, yeah.
And then I said that we need to buy a house with the pool with the slide. And then I said it should probably be in Tampa or Orlando, a.k.a. where the rookies go to train, a.k.a. where the legends go to do coke and painkillers and die. So that's where it got dark.
Just make sure that the pool is a fenced-in pool area.
Right.
Yeah. Got to always be safe.
My favorite thing that happened was I had just established that she's like friends of mine.
Right.
A few days ago. And then like 2 days later, while we're all still on chains, Andy tweets out, Damien hates women's wrestling. Yeah, very good. Just ended that real quick.
Yeah. That was pretty good, I'm not going to lie. That was pretty good.
I stand by it.
All right. Did you watch Glow at all?
No, but I think I talked my girlfriend into watching it and telling me how she likes it. Because she likes Orange is the New Black. And I didn't know it was from the same people, but I was like, watch this trailer. Because I was trying to show her.
That's a good show.
It's not the same, though.
Well, I tried showing her, I always make her watch wrestling shit, and she doesn't care. So then I was like, there's a new TV show. You love Netflix. Watch this. Oh, suddenly it's wrestling. She's like, no, this actually looks good. I'll probably watch it. And then the Orange is the New Black thing came up on the screen, and I was like, huh? Look at that. So.
Yeah.
And she likes Marin.
That's not a Shield shirt. He's just really happy to be at the Sierra Hotel.
Yeah, really. And that shirt's probably been on here, about 20 times?
The Sierra Hotel's in India.
Makes sense. Jinder Mahal started his career at the Sierra Hotel.
Brian jokes, huh?
So I got to say, I don't know if I can wear my Enzo and Cash shirt anymore. I don't know what to do with it.
Well, just put duct tape over the name you don't like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All their merch says both of their names, right? Like the SAWF T-shirt and that, like those shits just came out like a month.
Who's going to keep the catchphrases?
Probably Enzo. He needs
the guy who came up with all of them. That was a pretty. Yeah. 2 things this week that pissed, and I'll get into them right away. One, Enzo, like when he was like, "No, fuck this, I got more to say," and then like said lamer shit than he already said. Like that was his time to fire up and like really drop some shit, and he was just like, "More elaboration." Like that was what was the point. And then, and we can get into it in depth, but the fucking Uso New Day rap segment I thought was great. Like that should have sucked, and it was good, but like, who the fuck didn't? You're the Usos, and you can't think maybe we shouldn't start over if we get off track. Like, what were fire lines they repeated and killed their fucking momentum. Like, we all heard it, dude. That's why they're cheering. Like, move on from there. Act like it's off the cuff.
Right. Well, maybe they couldn't hear the response, or maybe it was piped in.
It just sucks, man. I was just like, oh, you ruined it. And they did it twice, where they would just start the shit over. Like, what, you can't think of it from halfway through?
Yeah, but it's all about one clip. The whole thing was all for one clip.
Yeah. One
clip that got shared on every fucking site except for WWE's own website that edited it out.
Gone. I'm pretty sure it was actually gone off of Hulu. Don't quote me because I didn't watch it on there, but I think it's gone off of there too.
Look, it's me and Finn Balor.
Nice.
That was when I was in Balor Club, remember?
Yeah.
Hold on, was that your official pose?
No.
Did I do it in that one? I didn't do it in all of them.
Yeah. Fist up.
That one I did.
Did you see the newest member of the Balor Club?
Sammy and Enzo, I didn't. Oh, yeah, Okada?
Okada. He was at Raw on Monday.
And, like, that's weird because he's in Chaos.
Yeah.
So.
Anyways, easily one of my favorite moments. One of my favorite moments is tweeting that out to you, the thing about the picture, and then you going like, damn it, and not doing it for the next picture.
Yeah.
One of my favorite moments.
Rest of the night, nothing.
Right in your head.
Yeah, and in that picture I missed an opportunity because I was clearly supposed to do the thing Balor does where he's stiff.
Oh, yeah. But he did the big smile, right?
Yeah, and this one Enzo gave the fist.
Yeah.
There you go.
and I had to get Sammy at an angle, so I didn't have room for a fist.
Makes sense.
But yeah, no, it's really funny.
Maybe you have a thing with wanting to punch WWE superstars.
Well, when I take a picture with a wrestler, I want it to be ambiguous, like I might be the one who's a wrestler, and they want to take a picture. Yeah, I do it the one time. That's pre your tweet.
Right.
Yeah.
Minutes after receiving your tweet. I don't know what to do with my hands.
It's like, I don't want Dave to tweet me. This is so awkward. Oh, yeah, do that. Yeah, just pick someone's pose and just do it.
Right.
But I thought I think the New Day thought that Reigns line was going to get over better, and it would have been cool if like the Usos had never had a relationship with Reigns on TV, but like we saw them with him, so it's not a big deal to bring that up.
Right.
Yeah.
The total Divas line was good.
I was more upset that Mega Ran was in the ring and didn't fucking do anything or rap or host it, and instead Wale got all the glory.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was great.
Hey,
what up,
hello?
So what's that time the next Blab picture?
I killed our application yesterday, so everyone has a game now, and some of the games are really cute, actually. And what I did, it was like I was really tired. It was late when I had all of the games finished. I uploaded them all at once. And one protocol, one script killed the other. My firewall blocked me because they thought someone is injecting code into my website. So it was a huge chaos, and I'm rebuilding it for the web. And this is a screenshot. So that's
I've had fathers block me when they thought I was going to inject stuff too. So
right.
That got dark.
We're just getting darker.
Just darker and darker.
And Bill's not even on. The darkest timeline hasn't happened yet.
Have we Bill's game yet? Is there an official name?
There is an official. It's PWBlab app.
But have we named Bill's game?
Bill is it's still called Billy Bear.
Okay.
And by the way, yours is called Deranger.
All right.
There you go.
I'll work with that. I'll take that gimmick. Billy Bear though has to stay. There's no way it can't be that.
No, there's no way.
It's over.
What about Brian? What about Brian's?
Yeah. What's Sumo Brian's game?
Oh, this ought to be good.
So it's gonna look better, but I just need a few days because I have to do that like after work.
I'll tell you what, there's no deadline and take your time because we're not paying you. So
Yeah.
I know.
Is Brian's game kind of like that touch the white squares where you don't want to touch the black one? Is it kind of like that one?
I had a feeling it was coming.
Brian's game is a game where Brian is a fish, and there are bad eyes, and Brian has to swell, and he has to try to make the eyes his friends.
right, yeah, no,
Oh my god.
it's very true to life. I like that you did an
Very true to life.
role-playing game for him. It's good.
I haven't swelled in many years.
What's really
And then we
depressing me
have
right now?
Trix the cat. You guys are probably too young to know where Trix the cat is coming from.
No, he's down there.
No,
He's in the chat.
you wouldn't know Fritz the cat.
Oh yeah, I know that.
You do?
hmm
That was some perverted shit.
How old do you think we are?
God
I
damn.
think you're like 20-something.
I don't think anyone on this blab is young. Maybe Trix.
Not even
Younger.
close.
We're all over 30.
Not even close.
Yeah, but I'm 47, so
No.
Fritz the cat was, even I would be too young for it in theory.
Unless something terrible happened in your youth, you're not so drastically different in age that you could be any of our mothers.
Well, I had a terrible youth and I enjoyed every second of it. A lot of terrible things happened in
There's
my
a game about it on the PWBlab app.
What's your game?
My game? Well, what do you think? It's like, do you think I have humor? I don't have humor.
She has
So
the
I have
best
a really
game. It's just like a
cute
really in-depth FPS.
I have like a candy. Oh, I didn't hear that, but I think I should. I just take it as an offense. I didn't understand it though.
It wasn't. I was saying that you're favoring yourself, so your game's probably the best.
It's the best. Trix has the best because Trix was willing to do beta tests for my other application. So Trix has Trix the cat is really cool. No, I have a candy clone. Candy, what is this called?
Why don't I have the coolest game? Hold on a second. I should have the coolest game.
Sunglasses.
Yours is called Paul.
Now, can you do anything about it? Like, if there's ever a shot of all of us, can you do something to make it so Brian is not really tan and the rest of us are all super pale? Like, can you do like a filter where we all are like the same kind of skin tone?
Yeah, I can probably do that.
Because, like, look how fucking dark this dude is.
I know.
But I don't support jealousy action, so.
I'm not living my gimmick, am
No.
I'm out of cases today, so Brian, there will not be.
Brian, the more tan you get, the more people are going to ask us if you're Sean Morley. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, whatever.
Tan it up. Just do this a lot.
Yeah, right.
That is the least sexy version of that day.
Yeah, I know, right? It's horrible.
So we got to do picks later.
Over 32.
Oh yeah, what? So I mean, we should probably wait in case Bill or Andy watched. I doubt Andy did, but Bill may have watched G1 Special in USA. I'll tell you, I didn't, because I found out that I don't get access.
That fucking sucks. I signed up for the 7-day trial on Sling just to watch night one.
Okay, yeah,
I did that, and then I abruptly canceled Sling because I
watched the first night of both shows on YouTube when they streamed them. So
yeah.
But I didn't get to watch. So was the Omega match night? Was it one? Which one was the second night? Right, the Omega, the finals.
The finals was the second night.
That match as good as.
Oh my god, it's crazy. I wish I'm sold to the fact that if they come East Coast next year, I need to be there.
Wait, so
those shows were so
they
great.
Didn't have the shows there on New Japan World?
Yeah, the second night did. The second night was live on New Japan World. Oh, they're there now. Yeah, they're there now. Yeah, both of them are up now. They had the first night on Access exclusively, and then night 2 went on World. And the worst part of it was the goddamn commentary. My God,
JR was terrible.
JR was terrible. And I don't want to say anything bad about him, but That's not his element. That's not his bag.
He doesn't fuck up names when he's doing the Access show, right? Like
before I watched the live show, they had the show playing on like a marathon type deal. So I watched the episode before. He's calling Omega Okada. I think it was 2. He was calling Omega Okada 2, and it was like night and day. He was fantastic calling the match. But live, it was horrible. He messed up Ospreay. Who the hell did he call Ospreay? Oh fuck, I forgot. He was messing up names. It was just terrible.
He didn't prepare for this.
No, he didn't. And I don't want to. It's not. I don't want to be terrible about it. I know his wife died recently, and there's that has to go into it. But
no, there isn't.
It's your job, dude. Yeah, but I mean, this is your job. You gotta be ready for this. When I clicked on the night 2, I was hoping I would get Kevin Kelly. And
his wife died days before he called the main event of WrestleMania, and he did a fine job. So
yeah, well, WWE's his bag. He's at home there,
and he signed the contract to do that 2 days before.
Yeah, like it was so great. Like, Dave, did you watch the shows too?
I watched highlights. So
okay, because I think it took. If I remember, it took JR at least a couple of matches to realize that his knees were called V-triggers. Like, just simple moves he did not fucking know the names to.
Right. Because he's used to
simple things.
I think he's really used to Vince in his ear the entire time, feeding him what he needs to be fed. And I think he did a lot of research for the time before, and this one he just wasn't prepared. Like the Cody Rhodes stuff was just awkward to me. Whenever he started talking about Cody, it's like,
yeah, I know he did that.
Just shut up.
He kept calling him Rhodes anyway. It didn't matter.
He called him Rhodes
like 92 times. It was.
He's
crazy.
like, he should be a Rhodes. They should call him Rhodes.
Yeah, he was making fun of Beretta. He was making fun of Trent Beretta because he'd have his
debating the legal implications of whether or not he could use his name during the match.
Yeah, pretty much. He called Mark and Jay Briscoe the opposite name. He fucked them up because I guess they got a new haircut.
Well, at least he didn't
call
Jerry and Jack.
Yeah, that's what it was. He called Ospreay that. He called Zack Sabre Jr. Ospreay. That's what he screwed up. I try to remember. He screwed up so much stuff, and it took me out of it for some of it, but I didn't let it stop me from like watching.
I about the games, and they were awesome. It was an awesome show. I read on Twitter that you did like the production on the first day. They don't mind that. You're just not used to real life anymore.
Yep. It's a culture shock if you never watched New Japan before. It's a shock.
Does it make you worried about him calling the women's tournament?
Oh, I'm deeply worried, and it's not because of him. It's more because of fucking Lita.
No, but I'm saying.
He fucked up this much with talent he's been calling on pre-tape shows for a year. Girls he's never seen.
But they're not going to pull out anything that's crazy. They're not going to be doing Shining Wizards and stuff.
And the entire women's show until the finals is pre-taped. So there's plenty of posts.
Yeah, they're taping it next Thursday and Friday, I think it is.
And
I got to fly down. I got to root my girl on.
Yeah, I know, right? Get in that front row.
I'm like, I wasn't gonna watch it anyway, because
you.
It bothers me that I thought this would be more like the Cruiserweight Classic, where you'd have like your kind of really big names in it, and it's like everyone's been predictable or undercut. Like I expected Jessica Havoc. Like,
I wish.
Like big names from the Indies, and like none.
No,
they got Evie. Evie's their biggest name. It looks like Evie and shit.
I think
Kyrie Hozo is in there.
I think they really learned their lesson with the Ospreay Ibushi stuff the last time. Because those guys didn't sign.
Yeah. Zack Sabre Jr. JR.
Right.
Good job, JR.
All those guys. They didn't sign any of the good guys that were actually good in the tournament.
No.
Yeah.
They got Grand Metalik, who has done a grand total of nothing.
He loses on main event every week.
Right.
Yeah, I don't watch that show. So.
The Revival do too.
It's just it didn't. I think they learned their lesson with using big names for those tournaments, and because with the British one or the UK one, other than the top two, have they used any of those guys for any shows?
What?
The UK tournament guys in NXT?
They haven't been around in a while, actually. If you think about it, they haven't been on the tapings or nothing.
Because they only fly them out for the big events, and they'll use them at those tapings. There was no takeover to fly them out for, so they haven't had them. They've used the main four. They've used British Strong Style, and they've used what's his face,
the beard dude.
And they still use what's his face, the bald guy, because he's always worked NXT Enhancement and he lives in Florida. He fights Oney Lorcan next week. And supposedly it's a really fucking good match. Like, they're stiff as fuck the whole time. So.
Gallagher wasn't in the UK tournament, was he?
Yes, he was not. No, he was in the CWC.
Yeah. But they're using CWC guys. I'm saying they're not using UK tournament guys.
Yeah, they're not using UK guys.
Yeah, no, I mean, we haven't seen Jordan Devlin or guys you'd expect. The dude with the ear. Yeah, Danny Burch was.
Danny Burch was the guy. Yeah.
So anyways, so I think they didn't want to go with names. They wanted people that they could realistically sign if they catch on.
I think looking at the list that they have, the whole list isn't out yet, is it?
No.
The whole list isn't even out. But I mean, looking at it, Evie's a guarantee to be signed, I would say.
I think they're also trying to figure out who they're going to bring in for Legends, because there's not a whole lot that you can really bring in that people would care about.
I really thought that because I saw the field was 32, I really thought it was going to be, and we're going to use our divas, in it. You know what I mean? Like, I figured we'd see Sasha in it, or at least Asuka, or,
No, I didn't think that, but I thought they would see, Ember Moon, mid-level NXT talent that's not getting over. Because Ember Moon is not getting over.
Yeah, Toni Storm's one of the big ones. But a bunch of these have already been signed. Tessa Blanchard's in it.
Okay.
She's good.
Yeah, she's good. But I don't think she'll be sticking around. I don't.
Is Rachel Ellering in it?
Let me see. No, I don't see her name on here. Nope.
But
I would hope she would be.
Who's still signed to TNA? I'd have to go look at the TNA, or I'm sorry.
The only ones I know about are Sienna and Rosemary.
Just
because it was topical from last
Is Valhalla signed down there?
She just announced her retirement. I was going to bring that up.
Funnier than that.
She just announced her retirement.
Rosemary? No.
Velvet Sky. She just announced retirement.
What about Angel Williams, a former Deep South?
I told you she's going to retire.
Funnier about Velvet Sky announcing a retirement. It was to focus on going back to school and training at a wrestling school.
I wonder
if you're learning how to work from Velvet Sky, you're wasting a lot of money.
Well, if you're training at that school in general, you're probably wasting a lot of money. I said it.
Well, no, I heard Dreamer stops by.
He posted today about his new school or training camp or whatsoever. I didn't read it. It was to Selzy.
Well, Dante Fox should have lost payback from costing Killshot last week. I don't know who any of those are.
Are we talking about GFW again?
It's Lucha.
No.
Lucha.
Are you getting used to saying that?
I'm going to say GFW now.
Yep. Well, you have to. I mean, that's basically how it is.
Damien's role has really changed. I used to be like, Damien, he knows everything. No more.
I think Damien's getting sick of all the shitty wrestling.
I've gotten jaded.
Very fucking jaded. After watching the weekend shows, I just couldn't. Raw did not appeal to me.
I've been considering all week. I don't know, man. Based on how the rest of this year's looking in WWE, I need to switch to just New Japan. Or the only problem with New Japan is I like to be so current and on top of everything. I will never stay up late enough to watch it live, and then I feel like
you can still stay current. I'll wake up in the morning while there's a show going on. During this G1, I'll probably wake up in time to watch the tournament matches. But I don't watch the whole damn show.
He's born to love Lucha. I don't get it.
We were at my friend's Saturday night, not watching G1 special, and El Rey had a Godzilla marathon for 4 days or something, I guess.
What?
And we were watching Godzilla at my friend's and drinking, and every commercial break they would show a Lucha Underground commercial, and my girlfriend was there because she's friends with my friend's girlfriend, and she was just like, "This looks so much cooler than wrestling. Why don't you watch this?" And I was like, "Well, it is wrestling." And
your girlfriend's telling you should watch something better than WWE.
Yeah. She was like, "Look how much better this looks."
Yeah.
Your girlfriend got it right. I tried to watch SmackDown, but I turned it on and I saw John Cena and reminded me.
Yeah, who the hell wanted that pile of shit?
I don't know.
I was
like,
fine.
It's not John Cena himself; it's the match they're booking.
Yeah,
like who wants to replay 2015?
I was fine with Cena coming back until two things happened. They booked a Rusev like that wasn't a fucking 4-month feud 2 years ago already, and he came out and gave the same promo he gives every time he comes back now about how he's not leaving and he's sticking around and always you said that and then you do this every time.
You're as hypocritical as The Rock has been.
I mean, who
wants to see that match? Like, fuck that match.
I would have been fine with it if it was that night because it was the 4th of July just to have a throwaway match. But to book it in advance for a pay-per-view? No, fuck out of here. It's not even the next pay-per-view. If it was this Sunday, I'd even be more okay with it. But it's fucking 3 weeks away? No.
Yep.
Don't do that.
Yeah, look at what Philly has to look forward to when they're going there. A Punjabi prison match, a fucking flag match.
Oh, my God.
I mean, you got AJ and Owens. That's the only good spot you got right
now. And
going on my nerves. There's too much talking. Nothing against Jericho or anyone.
Did you watch Raw? Raw was a 2.5 hour promo segment.
Really?
Everything was there was so little wrestling on Raw. And like, I like talking, and I'm never the dude who complains about there not being enough wrestling. Like, I'm fine. I understand there needs to be a mix. I like good promos. Like, I'll never bitch. Half of why I like wrestling is the story. Like, I'm good. I don't need it to be a fucking... When I want to see a good match, I know that I'm not watching WWE for it. So I'm cool with the talking. But it was so much. Like, that live audience had to be groaning every time because someone would come out and they'd grab a fucking mic. It never stopped.
But I didn't watch it. I just don't like the talking anymore. I mean, you know me. I'm in for the stories too and for everything around it. But it's just aggressive, stupid screaming. There's nothing witty about it anymore. And I mean, I don't want to go back always to the old times, but
the old times were awesome.
WWE is growing old, and currently it's just missing innovation and stuff to keep me happy and excited, and that is what Lucha is doing good. If you look at the people, they attract young people.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny.
Attract young people. If you look at some WWE crowds, they're all my age. I don't want to hang out with people my age. Like, ugh.
I was listening to the Observer Live this week, and they were discussing about. I think it was Wade Kelly. Someone was watching old. Attitude Era Raws. And they were
they watched Alvarez and
Alvarez was, and he was talking about how he had watched like 4 weeks or whatever, and of the 4 weeks, McMahon only ended the show getting one over on Austin once.
Yep.
And the rest of the time, Austin consecutively always closed out the night the hero, winning, and the fans were more and more into him as a result. And then at King of the Ring, they did or whatever pay-per-view it was, the first blood match.
Yeah, it was King
won
of the
the
Ring.
title, and then the next night, Austin won it right back, and he was even more over.
Yeah.
And I thought that was an interesting complaint, because he was kind of inferring that they don't do that now. And I was like, but isn't that everyone's exact complaint about Roman Reigns, that he's never on the losing end and always booked over? And like, isn't that exactly what they do with him and why we don't like it? Like,
yeah,
it seemed like a weird complaint because.
Yeah, but I mean, I think I thought he was more speaking to the fact that the authority figures around, like when Stephanie was around every week in Triple H. How many times would you get one over on them? Never.
Yeah.
These days, never. You'd never get one over on them, and it just sucks when your heroes are always getting the shit kicked out of them or being made to look fucking dumb. Who wants to watch that on a week-by-week basis?
It's just a weird time to then bring that up because we have face authority figures on both shows at the time, like.
Yeah.
Which is weird because you'd think the face authority figure would mean they're just fair and unbiased. But they just do the same shit the heel authorities do to the heels. Like Brian gloating and banning Ellsworth is the same shit Stephanie would do to him. Like there's no consistency. It should be
It shouldn't be wrestlers. It should be showmen who know how to present and how to capture an audience. And to me, even though I love both, they can't. That's. I'm sorry, but that's also what Lucha did good. They just hired an actor, and he's doing a great job, and hasn't wrestled a minute in his life.
I love that Angle can't stop saying wrestler. Every time Angle addresses someone on the roster, they're a great wrestler, superstar.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Oh, and apparently tonight at the Impact tapings, they had a birthday cake for Jarrett's 50th after the show went off the air. And the show closed with Kurt Angle's son telling everyone to have a good night on the mic. And I'm like, wow, this kid really gets to see the disparity here between his dad's fucking big-time Raw and then his stepdad's fucking rinky-dink Orlando. Thanks, it's my birthday.
Oh, man. Now, Ross, you did say you watched New Japan?
I watched more. I slept through parts of it, but yeah.
Well, probably the tag matches put someone to bed, but I mean, what did you think of it? Because I mean, you never seen New Japan before that? So what did you think of it?
I'm really grateful. Good that you remind me because I wanted to say thank you, Brian. I always thought that Kenny Omega is like a comic guy, that he makes a lot of fun about wrestling. So you brought me to him.
Mm-hmm.
So you brought me to New Japan, but it's like a few weeks ago. So yeah, I watched it.
Did Cody like hold his own, or was it I heard that it started as a WWE match and ended as a New Japan match. Is that accurate?
You could say that. I mean, as far as a scale, I would say the match was fine. By far, Okada's worst main event. And that's not, I mean, it probably was a 3-star match at least. But
it wasn't as good as I expected, to be honest.
But I don't know what Dave thinks. I don't know what you think, Arasa. But I mean, you could tell that Cody is not a main event player just by him being in the ring with Okada. You could tell he's missing something.
Yeah. I mean, I always liked Cody.
He's too controlled. He's very controlled.
In WWE, I always liked Cody, but it's like he's too indoctrinated in that.
You know where I like him best? In TNA.
And he was only there for a cup of coffee.
Literally, they had free coffee backstage, and he wandered in and was like, "Oh shit, it's wrestling! I do that."
I like the New Japan show, Brian. The more I learn about, I don't know if you could call them indie. I don't think they're an indie promotion. But the more I learn about others, the more I understand. I used to watch WWE all my life because I didn't know anything else. This definitely, I love the whole show. I mean, besides GR, but no life without Shadow, right?
But you were saying about Kenny Omega, how he's awesome. I mean, he really is. I mean, there was a point in time where everyone thought he, like the 9-year-old kid stuff, like all that other.
I liked Kenny since Ring of Honor when he was not that great. You know, like when he was just like a good mechanic in the ring, like. And I always thought that, like, I followed that weird shit he did in DDP and everything and thought it was funny. I never had a problem with it. But then out of nowhere, he just became a fucking 5-star match machine.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought that. I remembered that he was making. I thought it was really a little bit making fun of wrestling. He had this role where he was like only funny, not to be taken serious. This guy,
that was his junior heavyweight days. He was very comedic back then. He was very, very comedic.
I didn't care for that too much.
He's still funny, but just because he's having a good time. I mean, that's the Young Bucks' whole career is comedy, but they're a threat in the ring, you know?
Yeah. I really, it was good on the Young Bucks. I really did enjoy that. They did a Herbert Meltzer driver on the Sunday show, and they did to tribute Dave's father, which was really cool.
Too bad Nick whiffed it, and
yeah, it was a really bad whiff. Yeah, they tried. What can you do?
So is Kenny Omega? Has he worked himself into a corner where now, if it's not a tag match, if it's singles, it has to be this quality and he's going to end up burning himself out.
I hope he doesn't think he has to do this every night.
Because I can't think of a singles match he's had recently that wasn't at least. I don't know, was the lethal match?
The lethal match is probably on the low scale. Yeah. And that was even good. That was actually a really good match. You know? But yeah, that would probably be on the low end of it. Like, I can't think of him having anything less than a 3.5-star match.
And I am disappointed that he won the tournament, as I said I would be. I think it's too beneath him to do that. He should be. I'm
hoping they do something good with this damn title, though.
Aren't they kicking? Wasn't the post match stuff between him and Cody kind of where they're going with that?
Well,
building,
and that's what Trix keeps saying too. But on Being the Elite, they like totally debunked that the next day. Like they.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you actually stuck with the show and watched the press conference afterwards.
I watched
on night 2 after. You probably saw it somewhere, but on night 2 after Kenny won, the whole Bullet Club's backstage for the press conference, and Kenny's just speaking from the heart. He's like, "Well, where's Cody? Cody's not there." Little things are in the story.
But,
and my thing is, at this point, when you break Kenny off of the Bullet Club, the Bucks got to go with him. You break up the Elite, it's not.
You don't think Cody would be the one they'd break off the Bullet Club? He's not the money one.
You never know anymore, man. You never know anymore. If I'm me, I kick Cody the fuck out of there, but you never know anymore. It depends what Omega's doing.
If they're teasing dissension, it shouldn't be Cody. And first of all, I don't like it because they just did this with fucking Adam Cole and then never had a payoff. Yeah. So it's like, don't just transfer the heat to the other guy. He's only been in Bullet Club for a few months.
Yeah.
2, I'm more interested in there being division between Tonga, Fale, the OG Bullet Club, and the Elite than I am the Elite and Cody. Like, it makes more sense to cut it new Bullet Club and old Bullet Club, and why do you think you're better than us? Like, than the Cody. I don't know. It just doesn't. It seems too forced because they just did this with Adam Cole, and that was a fucking year-long build.
And that was a great freaking
and it had no payoff. Other than, like, Ring of Honor.
Well, the tournament was good with Marty, but there was no match pay.
There was no Omega Cole.
Yeah.
I mean, they killed him, but...
Yeah. He was sitting in a Hot Topic.
I love the way they reference it on Being the Elite, too, because they're just like, yeah, and then we murdered our friend. Like, they just casually throw it out as brutal as possible and casual, though.
That was great.
Here, I don't know how the weather is at your side. It's really hot in Chicago. Bill
just showed up. And actually, Austin, one more thing. What did you think of Okada?
The match wasn't as good as the last one, but how could it be as good as the last one? Because the last one was insane. I thought it was a wonderful match.
Yeah. I was just wondering, like, as far as him himself is, like, the way he presents himself, you know, like the way he presents himself.
I feel he's not one you could relate to. It's more someone I look at and I admire for his skills, but it's not like someone I would like or I would follow his updates on Twitter. So I don't care about him, but I like watching him.
Oh, come on.
So basically me.
Basically you.
Basically me. I'm just saying.
It's hard to figure out who to compare Okada to in WWE.
You can't.
AJ, I guess.
Yeah, right.
But he's always been a babyface, and AJ still has heel shit.
So. From the side. Oh, dang, it's really hot.
Because Tanahashi's the Cena.
Yeah, he's the Cena. What the hell would Okada be?
Naito is Reigns if they turned him.
Yep.
Brian, what do you think about him?
Oh, I think Okada's the best wrestler in the world.
How did Naito?
I've been watching him for a few years now. He's absolutely freaking amazing.
And yet,
Okada is John Cena.
No.
And I feel like Okada has the worst finishing move in all of professional wrestling.
Tanahashi's like, what, 7-time IWGP champ? How many times has he had it? Like,
yeah, I think it was 6 or 7. Yeah, he's tied with like Muta.
He's the fucking Cena. He's still the most over dude. It's just they want Okada to be.
He's the Hulk Hogan of New Japan.
I don't think he's the best in the world, but he's.
I thought that was Inoki though.
Because I always said Nakamura was the Orton.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a hard comparison.
Well, obviously they're all way better wrestlers than everyone we're naming, so we have to leave that part out of it. But I'm saying, in terms of popularity, Nakamura was like the number 2 or 3 guy.
Does that make AJ Styles the Ric Flair?
Oh my God!
He was there for a bit, then he went back.
Or does that make AJ Styles the AJ Styles?
Yeah.
That's the real question.
Undertaker.
So
you're smoking Taker.
Did you guys get nervous when Nakamura was backstage at the TNA the Global Force meet and greet at that hotel? Did you see that? So Global Force had their access before whatever Slammiversary, and so they rented a hotel and had signings and shit. And because
did the check bounce?
The what company they teamed up with? Fucking
Anthem.
No, not Dragon Gate. Who are they with?
Dragon Gate. Oh no, Noah. No.
Because they're with Noah, Nakamura had friends working the two Noah guys, so he visited, and there's pictures of him backstage at a fucking GFW event with.
Was he wearing?
He had to have cleared that with the office.
Was he wearing a lucha mask when he was backstage?
You think he tried to clear with the office, but they don't understand what he was saying, so they're just like, "Yeah, sure, whatever you want."
Artist.
We know where you're going.
I don't know who this Noah is you keep talking about.
Oh, it must be fun.
Why do you keep doing this? Why?
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure we've all read by now what Mega Ran said, that Okada was just hanging out in Gorilla the whole night at SmackDown.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking cool that Vince was.
That's awesome.
Vince even, someone had to tell him who that was and then get him to say, okay. Well, wait, Vince doesn't go to SmackDown, right? So it was Triple H, so it was fine.
Yeah, it's H.
Yeah, but still, it's a nice way to show him a decent sign of respect for hey man, this is how we run our show.
And it's interesting too because
check us out down the road.
Raw and SmackDown were in Phoenix, so he had to travel from LA before he.
LA to Phoenix. He was at Raw and SmackDown.
And where was Slammiversary? Orlando.
That was Orlando. Yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense when Nakamura was there.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard the reviews I heard for Slammiversary that was actually good.
When you're building your company around Del Rio as your top face, and he ends every night.
I heard his promo. Did you hear? Did you hear his promo after the show went off?
Well, which night? Because then last night.
Right.
Oh, okay. So he did it again.
Well,
I meant after Slammiversary.
Last night's was a little more awkward. It was more like, they're telling me I can't do this. It's like, yeah.
And then tonight the show ended, and he got on the mic, and then Jeff Jarrett came out and stood on the stage so that he wouldn't do anything.
Oh, my God. Like, Del Rio's just making an ass out of himself.
Well, him and Paige broke up for 3 days. That was big news.
Whatever.
Well, it makes sense because I think they planned that as part of their honeymoon for the wedding they didn't have.
Maybe Paige needs to do another movie or something.
Call Xavier.
Ugh.
You guys talk about SmackDown yet?
Yeah.
We talked about everything.
Did you guys talk about the best part of SmackDown?
We talked about the worst part of SmackDown, where the Usos repeated their fucking fire lines and ruined it.
Yeah, that was actually, I was going to say that was the best part.
But from the reactions on Twitter, I was under the impression that it's getting better again. Bill, I had to stop when I turned it on, and I saw Cena.
You had to stop when you saw the Blue Meanie come out? I think you the Blue Meanie dance, and you're like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I saw the blue blazer really quickly in screen.
Yeah, I was fine with it quickly at the beginning. It was the after.
Right.
There was mops and stuff and shovels.
Did that count as a successful title defense for Godfather?
I mean, he made it to the ring.
He got counted out. They picked up his arm, but it kept falling down.
You got to say he had Owens' last match?
No.
Okay.
Technically, no.
I was just watching someone posted the video of Eddie having the heart attack in the ring. It's so weird to watch that where JBL's like, what do I do? I guess I'll pin him. And then he runs in there and then pins him. And it's just kind of
well, it's easier because he's dead now. So
It's kind of awkward. Like your buddy's having a heart attack. Quick, save the storyline.
I have a hard time watching old matches when I know someone got injured. Like at the time live, it's always like enhances it. Like it sucks. Yeah. And it's like, what the fuck? But when you go back to watch it, it's like, I don't like this one. You know, like it's.
That's why you don't see the D'Lo Draws video out there anymore.
I think you're just talking about Psycho Sid, to be honest.
Well, that never bothered me that much.
Exclusively. You don't mind the botched styles clashes. Those you love watching.
Oh yeah. Well, because it was Yoshitatsu, and fuck him.
Yeah, fuck Yoshitatsu.
Why?
Man, he got the reaction this weekend.
How did he
fuck
get that show? If he never went to WWE, would he be all right? Like, did they ruin him, or was he just always shit?
I think he's always shit.
Okay.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't think there's any improvement when you got shit there.
I was watching, just as a side note, just a random Styles moment. I don't know why. I think it was a it was the they were showing the referee stuff on WWE.com, the top 10, and they show Ellsworth
stuff, huh?
They show Ellsworth taking the Styles Clash, and he takes it the wrong way. He tucks the chin every single time, and I'm just like, you should be paralyzed. You are terrible.
He got lucky that way. I remember that one time when they were having that series of matches on SmackDown. Maybe the first one he took. Man, his head didn't. He at the last split second went flat, and I'm like,
did they show any good Red Shoes moments in that video?
No. Because Red Shoes is great when he's not taking bumps.
I'm pretty sure that he can't take it the right way because he doesn't have a chin to tuck. I'm not surprised that Dave was watching Andy's version of plate porn, which was ref porn.
Basically.
Finally, video for me.
Right.
Find him more Julia Ho videos.
I can't find enough of them. There's ones of her singing and then doing MMA. And then the music. Those are the only videos of her that exist. You got to follow her on Instagram, by the way. I highly recommend it. Her Instagram stories.
My cousin talks to. My cousin's the dude in the video at the Fro, and he talks to her regularly enough.
Yeah, well, there should be good words being put in. Like, what the hell?
So he always shows me
you know that the awesome guy that's been harassing you on Twitter.
I'm not harassing you.
I know you're not. No.
When she
you like all his posts.
I found out about her signing with WWE before the wrestling news sites because he told me. So Julia just signed with, and he doesn't know about wrestling and hates it. He's WWE now, and I was like, what? No, I think you're wrong, or I'd know. And he's like, no, she just said it, and I was like, are you sure? And then 2 days later, it was reported. Yeah.
Right.
And it was she was the lackluster one because she got signed with who? 3 people who were Heidi Lovelace and it was big names and then
I thought she got brought in with the Chinese group.
No. She's actually from America.
No, but I'm saying I thought they brought her in with that group.
She was the 4th with Rosie Love and
come on, Dave, those are Brian's comments.
Just saying.
Steal my gimmick, man.
About NXT, right? NXT is pretty good. Besides that, I don't know anyone anymore. It's you don't watch for 2 months. They have so many new people.
That's because they don't fire anybody.
You watch Impact, so you know Bobby Roode.
Yeah, well, I know the guys who were there 2 months ago, but I thought that NXT is currently the best show of WWE.
This week's NXT was a lot of old, Cassius Ohno is original NXT. Hideo is old school.
Been around for a while.
Oh, is his nose broken? Is he injured again?
Nice.
SmackDown is the best show, hands down. It's much better than NXT right now. NXT 3 months ago, maybe.
Cena. I can't endorse something that contains John Cena. I can't. I don't like him.
Because he makes a lot of money? Is that why?
No. I'm glad people in wrestling make a lot of money.
Because you get married to a woman that's the IQ of a cactus.
Were you one of the people that sided with Cena's original ex in the divorce? All 4 of them, her mom, her aunt Stacy.
Divorce mom.
Also, I was trying to get back with her.
Cena put over Kevin Owens, and so you would basically not have a Kevin Owens right now on the main roster if it wasn't for John Cena. You wouldn't. Vince would not give him a chance.
Well, how many chances did he kill over the years?
Who?
He lost to Punk every time they wrestled except the last one.
Yeah, the last one. Yeah.
And he put over that up-and-comer, The Rock.
Yeah, that guy. That guy's got talent, man.
Liking is not something rational. If you try to make up it doesn't
who's worth a damn that John Cena didn't put over? Give me one person who's worth a damn that Cena didn't put over.
The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
When you described the Nexus, I thought that
Wade Barrett.
The English.
That is the big blunder. That Nexus stuff is.
And only because the angle suffered, and it could have been a bigger deal than it was. Like it wasn't even necessarily that Barrett needed the rub; it was the Nexus as a storyline needed to overcome.
But those guys weren't going to do anything. It was a great storyline, but those guys, it didn't kill their momentum. It killed the Nexus's momentum, but those guys were never going to be anything. Wade Barrett
made Bray Wyatt. Well, I don't care what.
Sheffield came out with something. Right?
Bray Wyatt.
To be fair, it wasn't just Cena though. Everybody Bray Wyatt fight.
Yeah, everybody killed Bray Wyatt.
It started there at that first Mania, but no, Bray should have beat Taker at Mania too.
Right,
so that was before.
Yeah.
Right. So.
There are more though. I'll come back and answer that not right now because I forgot. But there are.
I'm just saying he put over a lot of guys later in his career that he probably didn't need to, and the whole reason the Nexus thing happened was they attacked him. Without him, they don't get the original, pop.
They also attacked CM Punk and Luke Gallows.
They did.
But
Punk was really pissed off about that too. They get him they get Luke in the eye or something, and Luke had to just fucking fight him.
Yeah.
Well,
again, if you like someone or not, it's not a rational thing. I believe I don't like it's like what Hulk Hogan did with take your vitamins. I don't like the American good guy role.
Okay.
She likes it dark.
That's what it is. If I have to make up a reason, because he's a good worker.
You didn't like Lex Luger?
I didn't like Lex Luger.
You didn't want to ride the Lex Express?
I'm all about that.
While you were away earlier, I expressed my complaint with it is that he comes out. It's not that he's back that I have a problem with. It's the feud that he's in, and the fact that he came out and gave the same promo he has given the last 3 times he's come back about how he's not going anywhere and not leaving and still here, coming back from just leaving and not being there. Like we know that you're gonna just say something else. It's cool.
In Soviet Russia, vitamins take you.
I think I heard that line in Glow.
I might have. Yeah,
that was a line in Glow.
And
Damien, you wouldn't know because you don't watch women's wrestling.
Yeah, you're a big sexist.
I hate that.
Stealing Dave's gimmick. I'm sorry, stealing Brian's gimmick.
I really don't like this free agent thing either. Like, why would you sell the brand extension? There's no need to address that. Just have him show up if you're gonna And I'm so this company that I'll work both really you shouldn't be allowed.
I mean, I read it. I mean, I took it the other way. It's I'm going to be here real spotty, so the days that I am going to be here, I need a little flexibility because I can't make 2.
So Brock's here
next week. I'll be on.
You can't be on SmackDown.
Next week I'll be on Main Event.
Yeah,
it's the only day I can make.
Honestly, if
come on, Cena on NXT.
If that's the route he's taking, he should do that. Work Main Event. Work NXT 1 week. Just show up randomly.
Can you imagine that place imploding if Cena showed up at NXT? People would kill him.
Or actually having a lively audience if he came out on 205 Live.
Him doing but he should do a takeover. And then when he comes out, it would be great because it would be like John Cena coming out at One Night Stand.
Would it be like Rollins coming out at takeover?
By
when
the
he
way,
get that kind of pop?
Well, he did get a pop.
No, but it was like Pat Patterson coming out at Legends House.
If it wasn't the week we had New Japan in the USA, the main event at 205 Live would have been match of the week.
I did it my way, Bill. I did it my way.
I'm sorry.
Legend House joke.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand you because you weren't mumbling enough.
Raw. Sorry, I just had to get a Legends House joke in there.
He was making Legends House references in 2017.
God damn.
Remember how dark the end of that show was and then he died? Legends House again because that last episode will kill me.
That ending was like Piper in the house by himself.
That show was just, here's Roddy Piper surrounded by assholes. Get ready.
And here's Tony Atlas making disgusting food with Hillbilly Jim.
I feel like
I wanted to ask you something. I'm sure you know. Why is there no Andy Kaufman footage on the network?
WWE.
That's Memphis.
Oh.
What does that
Yeah.
And his whole thing was beating up women, so I don't think that's really meeting their.
Lawler has been trying to sell them the Memphis library, but there's weird rights issues with like 5 years of it that are like crucial years because the TV network owns it somehow. So he's been trying to work that out the whole time.
He's like the mayor of Memphis. He can't work this out with the TV station. But they're putting up WWE, CW. Oh, you know.
But what women want and when we feel offended is totally misunderstood. We don't care about fun shit.
Well, I mean, I don't think you can speak for a whole gender, but
more than you, and you do too. What I am offended.
Throw shade.
No, I hate women's wrestling. They all like it.
I have no problem with it.
I think most men are okay with women wrestling.
I don't have any problem with women's wrestling. I just have a big problem with like lack of transitions.
Yeah, like transitioning from men's match to men's match with this shit in the middle.
No, lack of transitioning from like conversational topics.
Yeah, no shit.
Gotta be flexible over here.
Hey guys, remember that time that Andre ripped the cross off of Hulk Hogan? I didn't like the Nasty Boys.
That's how the show goes.
And Mojo turned on Ryder.
Yeah, because Mojo turned on Ryder. That's my answer to everything.
But who's the Jannetty of the two? That's what I want to know. Who's really the Jannetty of that?
They were a tag team of Jannetty and Jannetty.
Oh, that makes sense.
Wait, Jannetty had the IC title, right? Fuck.
Damn.
So there was this like video of like guys going backstage after their first like title win, and the Miz goes to Morrison's like, "I'm not the Jannetty," and Morrison's like, "I'm not the Jannetty either." Like, what's that? Why is that the first thing that you're saying after winning the title? Like, you gotta like go and like slam this legend. Like, go fuck yourself. I'm not the Jannetty.
I think you're using a legend a bit loosely there.
Yeah, that's a legend.
And
Jannetty.
On top of that, not only is it dick,
he's trying to do porn.
You could play it off like he was just being a dick to Morrison because they're pals, but like when you first win the title, you're so overcome with emotion and genuine and sincere. That was literally his first thought. Like, that's how much of a smug dickhead he is.
He won the IC title, correct?
Yeah.
So the concern was that Jannetty had also won the IC title. It wasn't, you are the Jannetty, I'm not. It was like, no, I got this, but I don't want to be the Jannetty. I don't want Morrison to go on and win the heavyweight title.
No, that was after he won the WWE title that he said that, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
That was when he went to shake Triple H's hand and he blew him off, right?
I'm trying to remember. I saw that video. Maybe it was.
He gets to Gorilla and he goes to shake hands with Triple H and Triple H just turns away.
Yeah. Yeah, and Tricks, that's not a shock. Jenny drunk at the big event. Not shocking.
What's that video?
He still needs that foot surgery that no one
You need to watch fucking Glow.
He still needs that foot surgery that Shawn Michaels won't pay for, so he hates him for it.
Still a heel. Still a heel.
That's the problem. It's the heel.
Yep.
If the heel wasn't the problem, it'd be okay.
Yeah.
Do you think Jannetty has long hair because he's afraid of barbershops now?
You think Jannetty hates Al Snow and he blames Al Snow for everything?
Do you think WWE is going to start selling black T-shirts for Big Cass?
Oh.
For what?
Big Cass.
Just to complain.
I got no idea.
Big Cass's new shirt.
He's got no logo. What's his music going to be? You know? What are they going to call him? They're going to still call him Big Cass? They're going to change his name.
We should call him his fucking name again.
Yeah.
Are they going to pair him up with Carmella down the road?
It would
make sense. They all have C. There's just all C names, you know.
It's funny because
they're like dating.
And that too.
Well, I mean, it would make sense because she's also a heel.
Right.
Yeah.
So I could see them like
him killing off Ellsworth.
Exactly. Him, Big Boot, and Ellsworth, and
that'd be great.
Becoming a sympathetic character, and then the two of them just being the asshole couples.
But
they're not in love.
Where do you hit the big boot if you don't have a chin? Like, where does it hit? Just like the side, like.
It hits home, Dave. It hits home.
Do you think Ellsworth got nervous that he just got a storyline where he's off TV for a month? Like, oh no.
Where's my pink slip?
This is it.
I mean, he's probably grateful that he ever had a role. Brian, did you see how Ricochet bitched about Lucha? Oh my God!
Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
Hey Brian,
I told you it was shitty for the talents last week, and you didn't believe me.
Hey Brian, do you remember that time Papa Shango possessed Ultimate Warrior's gear and he was throwing up and stuff?
I do remember that. These segues are awful. Like they're just.
I remember saying that Lucha was terrible for their talent months ago. Just as a for the record, months ago.
But Aura also wasn't on camera at the time. This was
she was on camera back then. She was shy.
Yeah.
And well, it's not good for my job to be on camera here, but I don't care. Anyway, you will not convince me. For instance, there was someone complaining, Cuerno was complaining that WWE NXT, that they can take him on right now because Lucha Underground they just have some rules, I think half a year after it aired, you cannot be anywhere else.
Yeah.
So that's a complaint. Yeah. But I ask you, when would WWE have looked at King Cuerno without Lucha Underground? Never in his life.
They literally looked at every single guy from the CWC. They looked at so many people. I couldn't disagree more. Plus, Hunter's on a big indie kick right now. He wants guys that can work. They're not signing as many pro athletes as they're signing guys and women that have worked somewhere in some sort of fighting capacity. I couldn't disagree more.
They vacuum up all talent. Kurt Hawkins is back.
Is he still signed?
Yeah, he's still there. Was he on Raw Monday?
Prominent squash role now.
That's good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Upgrade.
I still think that Lucha is helping a lot of people that have been half forgotten or that never were known a lot. Even John Hennigan was halfway forgotten.
Yeah, Lucha brought him back into relevance.
He only got brought back because it reignited his passion for wrestling, though. I mean, he could have been working consistently he could have been back in WWE. He chose to do acting instead.
Yeah, he could have been working in Japan and making tons of money, but instead he wanted to be in LA where they shoot that, and he wanted to be close to all that stuff.
He could have won Bola a few years, he just didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know if he got that movie role, and he was always popular, but I think that it helps the people over there.
I'm not discrediting that it's a platform for people to be known because it's more wrestlers on TV that weren't. I'm just saying.
There, when I was talking with Dave about that Dave thinks it's, I asked Dave why he isn't watching, and he said because the guys don't get paid or don't get paid properly, I think it was. And that just worked because I don't like unfairness. I don't want to support something that screws over people.
It's not even necessarily that they don't get paid or don't get paid enough. It's that they don't work consistently enough to get paid more often.
There are two people in the world you do not work for: Conan and Jeff Jarrett. And that's the honest truth. And if you work for those guys, somehow you're getting screwed. You're either not getting paid, or you're getting paid too little, or you don't have any of the rights to the merchandise. And Conan was a part of all that stuff. Vampiro, I know, was running it, whatnot. Conan was a part of that, and they were screwing people because they were trying to make money themselves, not the wrestlers.
And it's an American extension of AAA that notoriously treats their talent like shit. I mean, everybody fucking left Triple. That's why the original Sin Cara left, and they kept his fucking name. And then when he came back, they registered his new name. You saw what they did to Pentagon. It's the same shit that they did. That's why X-Pac left. X-Pac bitches about AAA every fucking chance he gets because they're just a shit. They're the number one company in Mexico, but they treat, and it's Dorian Roland who also essentially owns Lucha. The benefit of Lucha Underground is that it's an American-based company and El Rey has a hand in it. But if that was out of the fucking picture, it's a complete. AAA is basically a cartel-run wrestling promotion. They'll intimidate
people to go to other shows though, which WWE doesn't. Penta Zero Miedo, for instance, he's like on a different show every week.
It's all indies though, because that's what he's allowed to do.
He's just selling it himself on eBay. But
if he could,
because they rightfully said that they don't have merch where the guys can make money from. And today they posted about that they opened a new eBay store, and I went there. They have one shirt for women in pink.
So is that helping my argument or yours? I'm so confused. Is that my argument or your argument? That sounds like it's my argument, that they're not helping the wrestlers with merch.
That was your argument.
Right, okay.
If he could go, if he could not just be working spot shows, I'm sure Penta would. But the issue is that he can't work TV for another X amount of months. And I'm not saying he'd necessarily go to WWE, but he could work New Japan. He could work Ring of Honor. He could work the other big ones, and he can't. So he's still working like New York Wrestling Connection and shit like that. It's spot shows. And everybody fucking raves. Like Cody just said the best wrestler he's worked since leaving WWE was Penta, and he fucking just wrestled Okada. Like, you know, like...
He can't go there for half a year after the show aired. And after this half year, people want him that
6 months after it airs, you kind of lose. To put it in perspective, WWE has a 90-day clause on every contract. So for 3 months, you can't work somewhere else. And wrestlers think that's a fucking long, you know what I mean? Like, because you lose your momentum.
Yeah.
So, Ararasa, given with your newfound identification of all these complaints, are you really still so pro Lucha?
I'm not trying to deter you from liking it. It's a really well shot show. The wrestling's good. It looks cool.
It seemed like this unwavering.
They have shitty politics too, and they obviously. I believe that wrestling generally is not the sport where you can make the most money. You have a lot of competition, and if you compare it to beside the top 3 stars, what people make in WWE, UFC fighter can make in a night. So it's not the...
You have to be a name UFC fighter, though. I mean...
Right, and you have to win.
The downside guarantee of a mid-card or jobber opening talent in WWE is still at least 60 to 70 grand a year. Like, it's enough to have a fucking...
Kofi Kingston's making more than Rashad Evans ever made.
Yeah, like Kurt Hawkins has a house that he owns. You know, like...
And the 60, 70, they have to pay their travel from it and stuff, and their drugs. And no, I'm to answer Bill's question. I think it's a shitty company, but
that's really the only point we were making. It sounds like we're just shitting on Lucha Underground as a property. I think it's great. I think it's cool. I like everything about it. I would be a fan if I watched it regularly. I could. You know, it's like I want you to enjoy it. It's not that. It's just. Don't have preconceived notions of it being great for wrestlers to be on it. It's more, this is a show that's cool and I get to be on it and be on TV. I'll take it because I'm a struggling wrestler and I'm really good and want people to see me. It's not, man, if I could work for any company, it would be Lucha Underground.
It's like if you could take...
This is why Rey Mysterio just came back.
It's like if you watched the first hour of WCW Nitro in 1999, but that's it. Like, you don't watch the second half.
Mysterio, it's because those are main eventers who get special deals. Same thing with Del Rio. He didn't have to wait 6 months because they wanted a name talent. So They signed him for half a season, and he got to bounce right away. Mysterio's a retired wrestler for all intents and purposes and only has to work 2 weeks a year, and he gets to be the face of a brand, and he's friends with Robert Rodriguez. Like, he's not getting fucked on it. He's already got his money.
Right.
I understand that it's in America, it's in Los Angeles, but to me it's still like a Mexican company, and I mean they belong to AAA, right? And it's a different country. If we look at chances, we should look at the options the people have otherwise. That's I don't know how I can make it my point.
Or in general.
Like a stupid.
Because in Mexico, there's CMLL, there's the Crash, which is Conan. Like there's other options.
There's other options. But anyways, I think you're quick to dismiss WWE as being awful for their performers, when in reality they're making a lot of people's livelihoods that shouldn't be making money. Kofi Kingston is a good wrestler, but there's no way he should be working for a major company anymore for what he is now. But he's still making good money doing what he's doing. If you were working the indies,
like
if you're working these companies. What's that?
Like
Archer.
What I like about WWE is, for instance, if they pay 20 years after she left, they pay for Sonny's rehab and stuff like that. I like. But you also have to be able to afford it.
That's just to appease stockholders in public image.
Yeah, it's not good when your former wrestlers die of drug overdoses. It's not good for PR.
Bad for business.
But anyways, I guess what I'm saying is
anymore for WWE. I thought that was cool, but it's right. It's probably an agenda.
The point here is every wrestling company sucks, and you shouldn't work anywhere.
You shouldn't be working for money.
Except PWG. PWG's all right.
You should work retail because they care a lot more about their employees.
Yeah, exactly. Womp womp. Shit got dark again.
But no, I mean even the lowest paid NXT guy. I mean, they take care of them because they don't have to pay their travel. They don't, they get their meal. They, trans, all that shit's covered. Like, it's not.
They don't get room and board though. Like I thought they had like a place.
They don't. But
like, did you
WWE, like, if you sign. Like, if Nakamura signed out of the blue and had nowhere to go and didn't have enough his NJPW money, they'd hook him up with, here's 2 other guys splitting an apartment. You can join the NXT,
Well, that's what Julia did, right? So she's, like, at somebody's place, and she just showed, like, upgraded from, like, this sleeping bag to, like, a bed. And I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, I thought they'd, like, took care of you guys.
And you were like, but I've got room here.
Well, the idea is you should be at the performance... You should be at the Performance Center 20 hours a day anyway, so it's just somewhere to sleep.
I think to become a wrestler, you have to be a special kind of crazy anyway. You can't look at it as something where you make a lot of money, because most never do.
Yeah, you have to be crazy.
Especially those that sign with Lucha Underground.
Yeah. You either have to be crazy or you really have to love painkillers. One of those two things.
Dave, what did a ref in your former promotion get paid for a night?
I got paid nothing because I was technically still training. But if I wasn't training, it was anywhere from $20 to $50 a night.
Right.
Oh my god!
How about the actual wrestlers?
That ranges.
How dare you say actual?
Well, because there's students. The students they wrestle, but that's their training.
$20, but like, how about the actual talent who was there? The people who matter.
I talked about the talent.
The actual wrestlers and not the training.
The students, right? The students obviously didn't get paid, but other guys, on an indie show, I don't want to speak specifically about PPW because with Andy and all that, that's kind of not cool. But on other shows that I've been around and stuff like that, those guys get paid depending on what they're doing, anywhere from $20 to $100 a shot. And if you want to bring in a talent like big names, you're looking anywhere from $1,000. No, well, like what's her name? Awesome Kong. You have to pay her a minimum of $3,000 to bring her in. So, like, that's why all the other guys make like $100 is because you've got to like make up for trying to bring in those.
You heard about Swagger's guarantee? It's like super high.
No, I haven't heard about it.
He's demanding
he looks like
a fucking insane amount. And he only did Dreamer, gave Dreamer a favor and did it cheap. But like, he's totally outpriced himself for any indie.
Makes sense.
What I'm going to do as soon as I have time is I will start giving articles to What Culture Wrestling. They have a pretty interesting pay schedule.
Yeah. They ripped off my friend Hardcore, so I will never I will never support them.
We consider them the Lucha Underground of wrestling news.
they ripped him off Hardcore.
Did you ever know anyone who tried to book Low Key, and is it true that he's fucking insane with what he demands?
No, I've never heard it. And
apparently, like, Low Key is like.
You got to talk to Andy because Andy booked a lot of like legend type people for shows and stuff like that, and he could probably speak a lot better to it. I'm kind of bummed that he's not here because he's a good resource for that.
What Dave's saying too. I mean, you also have to take into consideration that these guys are working because they want to work in wrestling. Like, you're not doing it for the money at that point. It's, you know what I mean, like.
So I've got a friend. Yeah, I've got a friend who lives up in Janesville, Wisconsin, just close to Madison, by Andy, and he works a show on. It's about an hour south of Chicago, once a month, right? So he drives about 4 to 4.5 hours to make probably $20 to $50, and then drives back. So in gas alone, he's already not making money, and
like
he's doing it.
Dave refed for free because it was fun. Like he got to ref for free. Like I would do that if I had the opportunity.
Yeah, it was a great experience. Plus, I was good.
And he got to keep that theme song they didn't want to use.
And we're one House of Hardcore show shy of it being all worth it.
It's not going to happen. I don't know how to make this happen.
You didn't DM him?
I can't DM him after the thing.
Video and send an email address.
Didn't you see the DM though? It was on this week's episode.
What's that?
Did you see the DM though? It was on this week's episode.
No.
That was a Being the Elite reference, guys.
Oh, I gotcha. But yeah, no. He doesn't
address on the website.
He doesn't follow me anymore after the incident. That's all I'm going to say about it. Very upset. So yeah, unless I get to him before a show that happens in Chicago, which I don't know where else they're doing shows, I don't know how else to do it.
They're doing a show in Jersey soon.
Yeah, they're going to be in Jersey and Philly in August.
Guys, we have a half hour left. Let's do our fucking picks.
Holy shit.
Our fucking picks.
No, that's right. There's a pay-per-view.
There is a pay-per-view.
I'm going to go get a glass of drink.
Couldn't they
set up a notepad and a card?
I'm also going.
I have the matches. I have the card right here.
Is that a Planet of the Apes mug?
Like the Balls Mahoney tribute show. In Balls We Trust.
Yeah. Hey, Bill, did you happen to see any of that New Japan show over the weekend?
I'm going to get one.
Yes, I did. I actually saw a couple of episodes. So I did see the Cody Rhodes match. I saw kept two of Kenny Omega's matches. I was listening under the guest one to the guy's commentary about Cody Rhodes just kind of missing something. I felt that I enjoyed it, but I also thought that it was more centered around the what's going on with the Bullet Club story. And that was like the driving motivator for the end of the match.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I thought it was good. I thought it was probably one of the better Cody Rhodes matches that I've ever seen. But it definitely wasn't necessarily the best Okada match I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, Cody Rhodes should think that's his best match ever because that's probably exactly what it was. Did you see Omega and Ishii? Did you see the final?
Did you forget about Cody versus Ted DiBiase Jr. in 2009? Because
that sucks.
Just saying. Just
saying. Did you see Omega Ishii, that spot with the teeth?
Mm-hmm.
Nuts. It was nuts. I fell asleep during. I know I didn't bring it up earlier, but I fell asleep during Tanahashi and Billy Gunn. I couldn't. I couldn't take that match seriously. That was by far Tanahashi's worst match ever.
Well,
Julia's not watching, Dave. Seriously.
You know that's all I'm constantly working it for.
Paul, let me make a gif of that for her.
Elbow.
What's that?
He's got a broken elbow.
What?
Tanahashi? What are you saying?
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, but it's Billy Gunn. Come on, they had to do an ass spot where the asses had to be shown. Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean they're trying to get new customers and grow their viewership in the States. So
we need a big American name for this show. Billy the Fuck Gunn.
Worked in the past.
And that's what they hyped him as because they couldn't use Mr. Ass, so they called him the Fuck.
I heard them when they did the announcing. They were like, in one half of the Smoking Gun.
The better half of Billy and Chuck.
The not Smoking Gun from Brawl for It All.
The one half of the New Age Outlaws. It's really fucking old.
The only man in the New Age Outlaws to not be beaten by Butterbean.
Voodoo Kin Mafia's own.
Formerly known as Kip.
You'll be sopping wet after this match.
Yeah, wait, like that was a pretty fucking big deal, right? They called him Billy Gunn. Like he couldn't use that name in TNA, so
yeah.
Triple H wants to give him something, work something out. When they
wants to not give him. It's like, hey H, I'm going. I need to work some Japan dates.
Hey Billy, can you just not die of drugs? I'll give you the name.
Yeah, just don't die.
How did they rip your friend off, with the articles or some other way?
Here we go. Maybe he was a plant, and they were like, Triple H was like, hey, put Billy Gunn in New Japan so this way I can figure out what's going on. And I'm going to sue them for using the Billy Gunn name because, hey, Billy Gunn's my friend, and I want to see Billy.
And also get Okada here.
Yeah.
And then suddenly JR is saying shit about Cody Rhodes.
I think Triple H is shipping off his crap to Japan so Okada can look around and be like, I don't want to work with these guys.
What's Okada going to be, the baker?
Ooh.
Well, if you look at certain Facebook
Chef
page,
Okada.
I like it.
Officer Okada reporting for duty.
You've been chapped.
they won't call him Okada. They'll change his name.
The bread maker. The bread maker.
They called him what, Kato or some shit?
I don't know. That's racist as hell.
Hey.
Does he get to bring his boyfriend?
Kato Caitlin.
Now an OJ reference, really? What year is this?
I don't know. Goldust is chilling the match, right?
What's that?
We're talking about Goldust and Billy Gunn. I don't know what year it is.
What the fuck year is it?
Let's do our picks because we're running.
Let's do the damn picks. This card sucks.
Okay, pre-show is the Cruiserweight title match. Tozawa versus Neville.
Wait, is someone writing this down?
No, you do. That's what you do.
Your job is to write this stuff down.
No.
I guess I can get ready for my writing. It was a lot easier when there was less people.
I gave you all that time when I went to fucking.
I got it. Pre-show.
Are we ready?
Don't care about. Who is it?
Neville.
Cruiserweight.
The King.
Neville and Akira Tozawa.
The King.
Neville.
I haven't watched in 2 months, so I just picked the name I know, I guess. There's no fine anyway, so.
I also think Neville's going to win.
Trix is picking Tozawa.
Wait, real quick, breaking news.
15
minutes ago, Just Incredible tweeted, "I have no support," and put his phone number out.
I saw that. I just saw that. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Should I text him?
Should we call Just Incredible live on PWBlab?
That's an idea.
Come on, Dave.
I'm trying to find it.
Someone's got to do it.
I mean, you've got it.
He has a family.
I don't see that anywhere.
Family, by God.
We're all going to be depositioned when Damien curses him out and he kills himself.
Also, more importantly, Scott Dawson, FTR, and then the Young Bucks reply, I don't even know where to start. So who's calling Just Incredible?
Wow, we only got I see Dave smirking. I'm hoping he's the one.
Oh, shit.
I want to text him first and then see if I get a response.
Hey, this is at Dave the Awesome.
He's going to get like 97,000
Hey,
texts.
I can't get through to Tommy Dreamer. What are you up to?
I'm trying to
Was Tommy Dreamer retweeted on this?
Don't text, what are you wearing?
Yeah, do you think...
What are you wearing?
Like, if it was me, I would put that out there, but it would be Tommy Dreamer's phone number. Or maybe it's like the Blue Meanies number.
I thought you were in the clique.
You were my favorite member in Right to Censor.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Aldo Montoya.
Last time I saw Just Incredible wrestle, he was just inflated.
This is horrible. There might be something wrong with him. I'm just joking away.
That's why I texted him, making sure everything's
good. Christ.
If we do get him on the show and then he watches it back and there's 10 minutes of us shitting on him before.
I don't have a soul. I
just want to say he doesn't have an iPhone, so I just want to point.
I have made kids. I don't have a soul. What the fuck's wrong with me? That's a quote right there.
Okay, picks because we don't have that much time.
God damn. Well, Damien just said bolt.
Well, Damien, I'm waiting on Damien's pick for this
pick. One. Yeah. Because the only one I think that picked away was Tricks.
It's a landline, by the way.
Oh boy, it's not.
It's a home phone.
We'll call it.
God damn. That's a Connecticut number, man. You might get the
That's
office.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to call.
You might get the office. You might get VKM.
You might be.
Maybe it's a
the more you wait, the better chance of someone else calling and not being us.
Yeah, but it's not a female. Like, I don't want to just like randomly call this house line.
But he may appreciate it.
Yeah, but what if he's like
I'll
dead?
bet 100 people already called him too.
So we've got 26
Dude,
minutes.
it only has like 5 likes. I don't think that many people followed us Incredible to know that this opportunity is there.
Or they don't like it so that not everyone sees it.
Well, Brian,
Bill,
you
you're
no
calling
soul.
at everyone. Just call him, Bill.
Brian, you have no soul. Call him.
All right, let's go.
I have no soul.
Oh, he has a ringback theme.
He's calling him.
He's not calling him. He's calling a buddy.
There's a ringback tone.
And he's just playing music. That's what it is.
He's playing his theme song, isn't he? That's his theme song. God damn it!
I'm surprised you weren't playing that the Maria love song.
That would have been the perfect trolling moment.
I'm also saddened by the fact that you did not call Damien.
He's got 11 people.
What's the phone number? Might as well advertise it live.
Yeah.
206.
203.
Hold on, let me get my dialer out.
That song sucks. That song sucks.
I put it in the comments.
Oh my god.
Oh, read out
it's 203, by the way, Dave. You put 206. It's 203.
So Dave.
Oh, maybe I put it in wrong then.
Yeah, it's 203.
Let me text that one. We still need to be making picks. He does have an iPhone.
Hello.
Hey, is this just Incredible?
Uh-huh.
Hey, man. Well, we just want to let you know that we love you. We appreciate your career.
Love you.
We've seen. I saw you at a live show in Jersey.
Yeah.
And
Unfortunately, she said, but going to treatment tomorrow. I'm at the airport right now, and I'm just trying to stay fucking pretty much as sober as I can, just to get on the flight and not be sick. So I'll do drugs, but alcohol is a poison.
it is.
And it's the shits, dude. So
Yeah, man. I mean, I can tell you this much. The most important thing you could do is stay on the horse. Everyone loves you. I got a couple of friends here that are around me here who've seen you wrestle live, and we want to see you make it through. And just eat a pizza, sober up, and get on the flight.
No, it's funny you said that. I spoke to Scott, Kev, Keaton, and Vince today. Vince was the one that authorized all of us.
Yeah, man.
So,
I mean, Scott's
I
definitely.
have a relationship with the office. It's all shit, dude.
Well,
Did I do something stupid?
No, but I mean, I can tell you this much. I mean, Kid pulled himself out, man. So he's the guy that you definitely. I mean, he's an inspiration to all of us.
He's my boy.
Right?
He's my boy. So I'm just wondering, get all these calls, did I do something stupid, put my number up there?
Look, man, we all do something stupid. So all that matters is you don't do anything more stupid
I
tonight.
don't even care, dude. I want to be honest. I have nothing to hide. Because you know what? They can't fucking tell me. Fans can't say, oh, you're this, you're that. When you've already admitted it's like that Eminem 8 Mile. I got this, I got that, got that, you fucking my chick, blah, 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 blah. Oh, you got me, dude. So what, and the last time I checked, it was 23 years in this business. So, you know, it's like he's just trying, man. He's just trying to, man, he's just trying to stay hard. I don't want to stay hard. I just want to get by.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's tough. It's a long grind, and you always have all these what if questions, and hope you surround yourself with the right people. But there's a lot of people that love you, a lot of good support for you. You put a lot in, and I mean, there's people out there that they got some issues. They start a Kickstarter, they get some money, some funds, and they try to.
I don't want anything like that because I don't want to hand out from anybody. I'm old enough to work, get a fucking job, man. And,
Oh yeah, I mean look at Tyson Kidd. He just got a road agent job. He went through some serious shit to get to that point. So he got.
I'm writing a serious ass book that pretty much, dude. I said this to Bach today, and he knew exactly what I was talking about. I said I know where the bodies are buried under exit fucking 9.
Man.
Stanford. I know where it all goes. I know where everything happens.
I put him on mute, dude. This is too much for me.
And he goes, so I'll think it's a joke, but it's not. And the old man knows it, and that's why he called me today. So, whatever. Dude, you know what? Fuck them all.
Yeah, well, hey, just
listen, bro, what's your name?
Stay strong, brother. My name's Dave the Awesome.
What? Okay, I gotta get some rest because I got like a 4 hour. I gotta get up in 4 hours for a flight.
Yeah, brother.
Rest. Get to Tampa.
Sleep it off. Sleep on your side, brother.
Thank you so much.
You got it, man. We love you.
God bless you. Thank you for your support.
You too, man.
No problem.
I'm going to be an accessory to a suicide.
I think we did the right. I think we did the right thing. I think you did the right thing. I think
dude, you killed it. That was awesome
on the podcast.
That was awesome, but there's no way we can upload this, man.
Yeah, now we're screwed.
He's got an edit, Andy's got to edit. He's got to edit it.
Yeah.
But more important than our podcast is this guy really would need some help. So I'll just look.
Sounds like he needs some support.
But he's down, but he's still reaching out. So, but he would need some support now. So I'll look what I can do. That's like the people I deal with usually, just not they're not drunk usually.
I think Trix is right. I think we helped save him. Yeah. At least for another phone call.
You know how many phone calls he's probably getting right now?
As I said, did I do something stupid? My phone's blowing up right now.
You put your phone number on Twitter.
Yeah.
God damn.
Well, I mean, worst case scenario.
I mean, he would if he didn't want to talk to a number he didn't know. He clearly, and he wouldn't have tweeted it out. And he obviously he was bitching about The Office, right?
He was bitching about The Office. He said, "I know where the bodies are buried." The man called me. Vince called me today because I'm writing a book. It could all just be noise, man. But
yeah,
I wanted you to mention his kids, but it's also a weird thing to bring up without
personally knowing him.
Just be like, hey man, I'm sure your kids want to see you okay in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, that could also flip a coin and make a guy pretty depressed.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not allowed to see my kids anymore. Thanks for mentioning.
Yeah, I know, right?
I haven't seen him in 3 weeks. Thanks for tearing my heart open.
And then what did he say? His wife cheated on him? What was that about?
It seemed like his wife cheated on him.
Can we not get in depth on the man?
Can we not elaborate?
Can we get back to the picks?
So
quoted it.
Because I don't know what other face there is for Neville to wrestle next.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. Who? What?
Yeah,
you just R-Rossed me. Where are we?
I don't know. I think we all picked Neville. I don't know.
I picked Tozawa.
I'm just out of it now.
So
wow.
So Trix also picked Tozawa.
Yeah.
And that can delete your name off of Neville. Okay, what's the next match?
The next match, Enzo versus Cass.
It's move, Phil, to give Dave's name. It's like, what?
That's just being a dick.
I looked up, and the first box I saw was Dave's, like the reflection from his glasses. And I went, it's Dave. I'm Dave.
No, you said Dave the Awesome specifically.
You said Dave the Awesome.
Oh, trust me. I know I said Dave the Awesome specifically. I just saw you and went, Dave the Awesome. And I was excited about it the entire time.
Yeah. So Enzo versus Cass. I'm going with Cass, obviously.
I'm going with Enzo. And then Cass beats the fuck out of him afterwards. It's the only way to not kill off Enzo completely and still give Cass heat.
I think that you can destroy Enzo and he can still bounce back because he's got a big mouth. I think Cass needs the win to stand tall.
No, I think it's a cheap win or it's like a DQ or something. It's something where Enzo wins and Cass destroys him.
Okay, this is even weirder.
Nothing can be weirder.
Nothing can be weirder than what just happened.
5 hours ago, he tweeted, "I'm still alive, bitches, LOL. Hashtag WWE, hashtag wellness program, hashtag saves lives." Then he retweeted, "One day at a time. Tomorrow's the beginning of a beautiful, stronger new you."
Well, that's the thing. He just said he's hopping on a 4 a.m. flight to go to rehab, so he got fucking really drunk tonight. As is like, I guess, I'm going to a rehab party. Let me get my kicks in before the whole shithouse goes up in flames.
Oh, he's going to rehab. Well, that's good to know.
But he said tomorrow's rehab.
Yeah, I didn't understand him very well. He has a pretty decent accent.
No, that wasn't an accent at all. Unfortunately, that was just intoxication and digital communication. He was just mumbling a bit.
Yeah.
You gonna call him, Dave?
No, he should probably sleep this one off.
Yeah. I hope so. Tell him to sleep outside, man. It's important. So let's.
All the picks done there.
I'm still waiting on Oro Rosa's. And
no, I said Enzo.
Well, I wasn't listening. And Damon, your pick for Enzo versus Cass?
Cass.
That's gonna be the game changer. That'll be the one.
All right, Intercontinental title, Miz and Dean Ambrose.
Who won the last 60 matches?
Miz.
I think it's 30-30. No. I'm going Miz. Dean doesn't need this. It doesn't fucking matter.
Dean. No, Miz.
You're going to make him start scratching stuff off.
Miz. From one awesome to the other.
Oro Rosa.
Dean.
The only one. Okay.
All right. Seth Rollins versus the Eater of Pins, Bray Wyatt.
I hope Bray. I don't believe it, but I pick Bray because I want him to win.
See, I'd love to pick Bray on this one, but he just eats pins.
There's no fine, so.
Miz. This is a tough one.
Yeah, it is because both of them are in like the shit. They're in the shits.
I feel like this has been like an afterthought feud.
Yeah, I got to go
Rollins. It's bland as fuck.
Wyatt.
I'm going Wyatt.
It's as vanilla as Brian is.
Not so vanilla these days. I'm kind of
my gut
cookie dough or caramel.
My gut's going Bray Wyatt.
I caught a lot of sun the last few days.
So you know what? I'm just going to stick with that. Next one.
I'm the only one with Rollins. Awesome.
Next.
No, you and Trix.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Raw Tag Team titles, 30-minute Iron Man match. Sheamus and the Hardy Boys. Hardy Boys. Well, you did hear they're close to getting that broken gimmick.
You know, it was reported that they aren't.
I wish they wouldn't. I don't care about it.
Someone from backstage at the Impact taping said that they're nowhere near close. So it's just more noise.
I don't think they need it anyway.
I'm going with
I
the Hardys.
in WWE. I cared about their creativity, so they should come up with something else now.
Now, how about a pick?
Like lucha gimmick?
Oh.
I'm gonna go with Cesaro as Trick's target.
I like Cesaro as well.
Cesaro is a great one.
Any opinion there, Rossa?
Because they put in the date of Raw, right? Like that's what Hardy tweeted out. The date for Raw. He tweeted out just the date for Raw.
I didn't see it.
The Raw after balls.
Oh,
Rossa, any picks?
She's gonna pick Demolition.
Going once.
What?
Going twice.
Does Bill not hear me? Can someone tell Bill that I said 4 times?
I didn't hear it once.
She said 4 times what?
5 times. 5 times.
Does anyone else know her pick if she won't give it to me?
Just put her down for Hardy's.
Okay.
No,
she picked Cesaro then.
Okay.
She's picking Cesaro.
Next match.
Raw Women's title, Alexa Bliss versus Sasha.
Bliss.
Yep.
Bliss is winning.
Because I think Naya's going to turn face and be your SummerSlam opponent.
All right. Rossa, any choice?
I'll pick Sasha. No risk, no fun, right?
You picked everything different. So.
All right. So this week's stakes are: if you lose, you got to call Justin Credible and talk to him for an hour.
I will call him afterwards because I will just feel better because he really didn't sound good.
What would you say to Justin Credible if you had to talk to him for an hour?
God damn.
I will say a lot of stuff, but I don't want to make.
You should call him back tomorrow morning to see if he's all right.
You should wake him up for his flight.
I could. I also star 67 it, so he doesn't have my number. I'm worried he's going to tweet out my phone number now.
Well, I just went to his Twitter and no wrestlers follow him.
The time spill is creepy, really. He's like so.
I'm gonna go to that tweet and just write "great chat tonight." That's all I'm gonna do.
You can be glad he didn't spoof your number.
I'm happy he doesn't have my phone number.
There you go. I did it.
I was about to respond to it at Lance Storm because he just tweeted, so he's up. Like, I feel like
Lance should probably get in on that.
Yeah.
It's harder to edit out the fact that we talked to him on this if we keep talking about it during picks.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, there's so much editing that needs to be done.
I don't think we're going to edit it out at all. And
We didn't say a name, though, right? We didn't say a name we didn't mention his name in the last minute, so we're good.
Who, Justin Credible?
Justin Incredible?
He totally mentioned his
PJ Polanco.
What was the next one?
When he gets to the phone, he said, "Is this just incredible?"
Yeah.
Ambulance match: Reigns versus Strowman.
Strowman.
I'm going Reigns.
You would.
Strowman.
We're actually pretty varied on this. I like this. This is much better than the last few shows.
Someone's losing. It'll be me.
Well, it's a pay-per-view I only want to watch 2 matches on, so.
Yeah, no shit.
I would like if we had really painful finds, but I understand nobody's into that.
So I'm the only one that's picking awkward? Good.
No, I'm the most awkward, but...
No. I picked Reigns on that one.
Yeah, I'm picking Strowman too. Sorry, Brian.
Yeah.
Charlotte Flair lands a mind-blowing movie role. Psych, the movie is not...
No.
Well,
her acting, I don't see her acting being...
Someone just read the word psych and figured that word equates mind-blowing.
Psych? I think it needs an O at the end for her.
Maybe it's just her giving head to the psychic during the entire...
Byron?
Yeah. With her weird-shaped boobies. I'll say it. You're all thinking it.
She has the body of a stallion, a literal stallion.
Ric Flair's drug abuse definitely came out through her.
Oh, man.
What's the next match?
A stallion that's got a really good, strong left leg walk and a really weak walk. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. Like there's a gimp on the back that just kind of drags.
Now I know why she's always standing like this.
Top heavy.
Match number next.
It's the main event. It's Brock and Joe for the Universal title.
Brock.
I'm hoping they make Joe look strong.
Can someone get disqualified, or do we have a clear-cut Lesnar winner after a long match?
No one's gonna interfere in that.
No, I meant a disqualification, or it just gets out of hand.
Well, they're not going to go to it at SummerSlam. They've already picked 30 different other opponents other than Joe for SummerSlam.
I think Brock's going to win too.
Also,
I would love to see Joe win this. It'd be great. But
I'm going to say Joe.
That would be great.
I'm saying it.
I would not be opposed.
This pay-per-view would be
shake shit up.
It would be good if you won but didn't win the title. If he wins the match but Brock gets disqualified.
Or count out or something like that.
Yeah.
So, I'm not saying that Joe wins the title, but Joe wins the match.
I'd rather see a triple threat with Brock, Joe, and someone else.
Samoan Joe, and
no one wants to see
that. 2 bonus matches in case they need to fill time. Goldust or R-Truth?
I'm saying Goldust.
Goldust.
Okay. And then Balor or Elias Sampson?
Balor.
Balor.
Well, those are all useless if we all. Did anyone not? So did anyone?
Bold predictions.
I guess our Ross. I don't need to know who you're picking for Brock.
Fucking bold.
Bold predictions. Somebody go through table. I just have a feeling someone's going through one of the announcer tables today, or at the pay-per-view.
That's a real daring prediction. That happens every month.
Fine.
From another promotion, and he's gonna show up in this event.
My bold prediction is we're the last people to ever speak with Justin Credible, and this episode goes fucking viral.
And he's gonna have to cut this
He said,
"My God."
He said that he was talking to me, so I'm the accessory.
And the worst part is his last name is actually The Awesome. It's very easy to find him.
Very easy to find.
So, nothing for nothing. I don't know where he lives or whatnot. Should someone contact the local authorities to go check on him?
He's in an airport, so nothing's gonna happen.
What are they gonna say? Send him to rehab? That's what he's trying to do.
I mean, that was a serious question.
He wouldn't answer his phone tomorrow. That might be. I mean, with Chris Benoit, nobody did it, right?
Right.
I don't know if Twitter.
You see what happens when Andy isn't around?
Tomorrow.
I think we should. I mean, we got to tell somebody, but I don't know who to tell.
Well, he said he already talked to Kevin Scott, right?
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah, but he just kind of sounded drunk, though. He didn't say anything negative.
But just imagine we tell the police, and
yeah, he wanted. Yeah, you're right. He wasn't negative.
I gotta get up. I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up for a 4 a.m. flight. I'm going to rehab.
Hold on. He's been responding. He's responding on that thing.
He is. Yeah, he is.
So I think he's fine.
That means he didn't go to bed. Fucking liar.
Well,
usually as long as people reach out, it's good. As long as they reach out, they're still good.
He tweets out, I don't have any support. And then fucking talks to Bill 10 minutes later and is like, I gotta go to bed.
Right. X-Pac called him and he didn't pick up. So he picked up for you, Bill, but he wouldn't pick up for X-Pac.
He picked up for Dave the Awesome. Come on.
That's not good.
He picks up an anonymous number. That's weird.
Yeah. Maybe he also has been tweeting the same new NXT hire that Dave's been tweeting, and he thought it was her. And it wasn't an anonymous number; it was a blocked phone number.
Well, even if you thought it was someone important calling him with a blocked number.
All right. Well, on that note, I'm gonna leave. Anything else for any last final thoughts?
Are we doing bold predictions for anyone else other than Dave's not bold prediction?
Fine, I'll do a bolder prediction. Who leads off the show?
Enzo and Cass.
That's
Anyone
right.
got guesses?
I was going to say
Or
Enzo.
are we all checking our phone to make sure Justin Incredible is alive?
I don't follow him, so I don't have the ability to.
Andy's going to need a fucking Ginzu now to cut this thing up.
It looks like we're doing a moment of silence for him. Like, this is just awkward for me.
Damn, this is dark.
Look at this.
I make lots of jokes, but normally it's about the people that have already perished, not the ones that are like having troubles currently.
Damn.
This was our most weird show, our weirdest show ever.
And then we called Justin Incredible.
Would that be considered our first official guest?
I just can't believe we got his last
All right.
Scissors.
This will never see the light of day.
90 will be like, where'd 90 go? Oh, we have it. Shit.
Well, sorry, Andy.
All right, so
Yeah,
I'm going
right.
to message you as soon as I have this app ready again, and then you can do some testing, all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
When can I download it?
Love you. I don't, you know.
That was mean.
What the fuck?
I'm just thinking that you booted her because you were pissed off about her lack of affection.
Jesus. Wow. Oh, man.
Damon, you seeing CKY tomorrow?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to it, so.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hit me up when you're there.
I will.
We'll call Just Incredible.
We can. Hey, bro, we're at a concert. Come hang.
Save the audience.
Don't hang at home. Hang with us.
Okay, that's it. That's one to add on.
Andy, please delete that one at the very end.